Hey guys, my name is Tasha and I'm coming back in with another video. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time, thank you so much for coming back in. In today's video, I'll be taking you along with me on my Bai journey. I was having some problems over the weekend with my machine and I just wanted to bring this in to show you all how I worked through it. The problem that I was having is my machine was not cutting the thread, and when it did cut the thread, it seemed like it was cutting it too short, causing my machine to come unthreaded. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys to show you how I worked through it, and also to see if you guys had any suggestions as well. If you want to see how I worked through it, come on, let's go ahead and get started. All right, y'all, I'm over here at the machine. I have a Phillips screwdriver. This is the one that was in the toolbox. I'm going to loosen up the screws underneath here. It's 2 screws under here. Just gonna take those out to take this cover off. Okay, that slides off after you 2 screws under the bottom. 1, 2. Then need to loosen up just a little bit to adjust the picker here. And in your toolbox, you'll use the Allen wrench 2.5. So I slid the cover back on, and now I just want to put the screws back in. Then I'll test the machine out. I'm going to go ahead and turn my machine on to try it out and see if this fixes the problem. So now it's not long enough. So it cut it, but it's not long enough. I think another adjustment might need to be made, but let me try something else. I'm just going to go ahead and rethread it first. Just try to start it back up again and see what happens. So it still didn't cut it. So we still got the same problem. So we're going to see what's next. So I adjusted my picker again. And I'm just going to take and do another run here. And it's still not cutting. And then when it does cut it, the thread has not been left long enough and it's still coming unthreaded. So cut this. And I'm going to change my needle. Not the needle, but I'm going to change the needle that I'm stitching on. I'm currently stitching on number 6 right here. So it's still not cutting there. I'm going to go to 7. That's a red thread. Still didn't cut it. So I'm going to just cut it and try something different here. So I'm going to have to rethread that because I cut it and it popped out. I rethreaded it off camera just so I can get in a little closer. without being in the way of the camera. Okay, so next, I've adjusted the clicker. At least I think I have. This time I want to change my bobbin. And I'm using magnetic bobbins. I know they normally recommend you use the aluminum bobbins. Okay, so I just put another magnetic bobbin in. So I'm going to try it with this and see if this makes any difference. And I think the pigtail looks fine on there as well. So I'm going to start with a full bobbin and see if that helps any. I just changed the bobbin, so I'm going to go ahead and start the machine back up. Okay, so I cut that time. Okay, so far so good. So now I want to change back to a different thread color. I'm going to go back to the white because that's where the problem originally started. I don't know, was it because my bobbin was low? If any of y'all came across this problem with your machine, let me know. I pretty much always have used the magnetic bobbin, but I never really let my machine run really low on bobbin thread. If I'm starting a new project, I usually go ahead and change my bobbin out so I don't have to later on take my hoop off my machine to insert another bobbin. So I don't know, maybe that's why this is doing this. But the only time I really use those aluminum bobbins were in the beginning before I purchased the magnetic bobbins. So I don't know if y'all are having the same problem or you come across the same type of issue. How did you resolve it? And hopefully it's resolved on my end, but we'll see. This is just showing underneath there, just to show how it's running. Okay, so now looking back in the box that my magnetic bobbins are in, I usually take the cord and put it back inside the box, but actually looking at these, I stand corrected because I have ran it. Well, this is roughly about when I change them out. Here's one empty one here, but then there's one here that's kind of low. So I don't know. I was assuming maybe because it was just because it was low, maybe that's why it was doing that. But I'm a little unsure. Hopefully this corrects the problem. Let me know what you guys think. If you all are coming across this type of problem, what kind of bobbins are you using in your machine? Are you using the aluminum ones, pre-wound, plastic bobbins, cardboard? What are you using? And this is the back of it. There are a lot of tie-offs on it. Just the way that it was digitized. So I do feel little knots on there where it is tying off. This one up here was just trial and error, just changing, trying different things. So that's why I think that kind of bird nesting there. But then maybe along here is when I change the bobbin. All right, so now I'm done testing out things. Hopefully that solved whatever problem was going on with my machine. I'll just try to keep an eye on the bobbin and maybe look for another solution, or maybe try some different bobbins at another time. But that's all the testing I'm gonna do. It seems like it's working okay. There it goes. I just need to put the screws back in the bottom of here. I forgot to say in the beginning of this video, before I started working on my machine, before I started to test anything or use the screwdriver to remove any screws or anything like that, I did make sure I started with my machine off and unplugged. So I forgot to say that in the beginning. So I just think that would be a good idea to make sure that your machine is off. And I want to say thank you guys for even looking at these videos. I hope that they are being helpful to you guys. This is the real true side of things. This is not pretend or anything. I'm just truly learning how to use this machine because I paid I mean, it's an affordable machine, but still it's a good whop of money to put out. And no, I'm not being paid by Cut-Bai. I try to give my honest opinion on what I feel about the machine. When I start having a problem, did I get a little concerned? Yes, you know, because regardless, it's still a lot of money, right? So that's why I think it's just important just to take you guys along on this journey with me, because this might be the only thing that someone that wants to step their business up, this might be all that they can afford. So that's why I'm just showing this part of it. I'm showing this side of it because honestly, it was what I could afford at the time. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If this video was helpful, please share it out so others can get the information as well. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.